Chapter 1 Intro.
So you've dipped your toes into the world of smart homes, and you've probably heard about helpers in Home Assistant. But what are these little magical tools? And how can they make your life easier? Well, today's your lucky day because we're diving deep into helpers, your Home Assistant's best friends. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Nicola, your Home Assistant assistant. See what I did there? And this is where we geek out about smart homes and automations. Today, we're breaking down helpers, showing you how they can simplify your automations, clean up your dashboards, and basically turn you into the smart home guru you were always meant to be. Let's get started.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Chapter 2 What are helpers?
So what exactly are helpers? In Home Assistant, helpers are like the middlemen or middlewomen between your devices and automations. They're the behind-the-scenes tools that make everything work smoother, smarter, and just better. Helpers let you create timers, counters, sliders, and even more advanced stuff. Want to group a bunch of sensors? Check. Need a virtual button for a movie night routine? Done. Helpers give you flexibility to make your smart home smarter.
Chapter 3 Types of helpers.
First off, let me introduce you to Sasha. Sasha is the Home Assistant assistant's assistant. Yeah, you heard that right. She's my assistant. Now, before you ask, no, she's not here to bring you coffee or fix your Wi-Fi. Her sole mission in life is to present you with the most important info about each helper on a beautifully organized sheet of paper. Oh, and don't worry, Sasha's got you covered. You can download the full PDF with all the details. The link is in the description. All right, let's talk about the stars of the show, the helpers themselves. As of December 2024, there are 25 helpers available. Here's the lineup, complete with what they do, and why you'll want them to be your new BFFs. Button helper, virtual buttons for triggering scripts and automations, perfect for turning on good night mode without moving a single muscle. Lazy? No. Efficient? Yes. Change device type of a switch helper. Transform a boring on-off switch into a fan or light entity. Perfect for giving that ceiling fan the respect it deserves. Combine the state of several sensors helper. This is where the magic happens. You can use template sensors, helpers, or fancy integrations like group sensors to merge the powers of multiple sensors into one super sensor. Counter helper. Count things. Front door opens. Tick. How many coffees did you make today? Tick. Data you never knew you needed, now tracked. Date and or time helper. Schedule actions at specific times, like garden lights that finally come on at sunset instead of randomly at 3 a.m. Derivative sensor helper. Calculates rate of change. Want to know if power usage is spiking faster than your heartbeat on leg day? This helper's for you. Dropdown helper. Predefined options in a drop-down menu. Morning routine, workday, weekend, or don't talk to me mode. Generic Hygrostat helper. Control humidity like a pro. Basement feeling like a swamp? Not anymore. Generic Thermostat helper. Turn basic heaters or ACs into smart climate control systems. Target temp. Locked in. Group helper. Group multiple devices to control them as one. Living room lights. On. Simplicity. Achieve. History state helper. Monitor how long an entity's been in a certain state. Light's been on for 10 minutes. Time to turn it off and shame whoever left it on. Integral sensor helper. Calculates cumulative data like energy or water usage. Goodbye bill shock. Mold indicator helper. Checks humidity and temperature to prevent mold. Mold. Bad. Helper. Hero. Number helper. Create sliders or manual inputs for automations. Adjust brightness, volume, or thermostat values like a boss. Random helper. Adds unpredictability. Perfect for vacation mode lights to confuse burglars. Smart home 1. Burglars 0. Schedule helper. Time-based routines. Like having lights turn on at 7 p.m. sharp because you're fancy like that. Statistics helper. Calculates averages, minimums, or maximums. Need the day's average temperature? Done. Template helper. For the pros who love Jinja 2 templating. Combined states create custom values. Unleash your inner home assistant wizard. Text helper. Input custom text. Dinner is ready. Announced by your voice assistant so you don't have to yell. Threshold sensor helper. Alerts when a value crosses a defined limit. Air quality gone bad? Get notified before you breathe the apocalypse. Timer helper. Countdown timers for automations. Lights turn off after 10 minutes? Check. Times of the day sensor helper. Define time ranges. Like morning, evening, or don't bother me o'clock. Toggle helper. On-off switches for anything. Need a guest mode? This helper's got your back. Trend helper. Detects trends in sensor values. Rising temperature. Fan on. Utility meter helper. Tracks resource usage. Energy, water, gas. Helps you save money in the planet.
Chapter 4. How to create and use helpers.
Now that you're hyped, let's make a helper. Click Settings in the left-hand menu, then Devices and Services, and finally Helpers at the top. Press the Create Helper button in the bottom right corner and choose your type. Name it, tweak its attributes, and hit Save. Boom! Your helper is ready for action. Add it to automations or dashboards, and let the magic unfold. Let's roll up our sleeves and create some helpers to show off your home assistant skills. Helper number 1. Change device type of a switch. Start by selecting this option from the list. Pick the device whose type you want to change. I'm using my reliable smart plug because why not? Choose the new type. Click Submit. And don't forget to assign the helper to its area. Finally, give the Finish button a satisfying click. Done! Helper number 2. Combine the state of several sensors. Create a new Combine the state of several sensors helper. First, give it a name. Add the entities you want to combine. And focus on living room temperatures. So I'm tossing in all the temperature sensors I can find there. Next, pick a statistical characteristic. I'm going for the arithmetic mean because I like to sound fancy while keeping things simple. To have the average room temperature. Set the precision. I'm sticking to 1 decimal place because life's too short for unnecessary decimals. Hit Submit, and boom, another helper ready to rule. Helper number 3. Group helper. Feeling tired of toggling individual switches? Time for a group helper. Select a group type. I'm choosing light group because my living room lights deserve teamwork. Name it, add your entities, and click Submit. That's it. Your devices are now a squad. Helper number 4. Number helper. Give it a name, pick a fabulous icon, and set the minimum and maximum values for your slider, because boundaries are important, even for sliders. Then smash that Create button like a pro. Helper number 5. Toggle helper. Let's keep this one super simple. Name it, pick an icon that screams I'm awesome, and hit Create. Congratulations! You just toggled your way to greatness. Dashboard time. Let's show off those helpers. Open your dashboard and click the pencil icon in the top right corner to enter edit mode. Click Add Card button. and a dialog window will pop up. Go to the By Entity tab, find your helpers, and tick the box next to the one you want. Click Continue to confirm. Test your switch, tweak the card, and slap it onto your dashboard. My setup. Helper number 1. Change device type of a switch to use smart plug as a light. Helper number 2. Combine the state of several sensors to monitor the average temperature in the living room. Helper number 3. Group helper to control all the living room lights with one button. Helper number 4. Number helper to set the humidity threshold for bathroom extractor. Helper number 5. Toggle helper for guest mode so I can automate and impress visitors. Pro tips for dashboard pizzazz. Rename your card. Ditch the boring default names. Want visuals that pop? Enable the Show State Color option. Turn it off and toggle your helper. Now turn it back on and watch the icon light up when the helper is active. Isn't that glow addictive? I'm a sucker for glowing icons, so I'm keeping Show State Color enabled. Save your changes. Once you're happy with the settings, click Done in the top right corner to exit edit mode.
Chapter 5. Helpers make smart homes better.
Why are helpers so awesome? Let me count the ways. Simplify automations. Less hassle, more smarts. Improve dashboards. Clean and intuitive. Create dynamic actions. Flexible and user-friendly. Whether you're just starting out or already a home assistant ninja, helpers are your secret weapon for turning chaos into harmony.
Chapter 6. Thanks.
And that's it, folks. Helpers may be simple, but they're powerful. They're here to make your life easier, your automation smarter, and your dashboards prettier. Who doesn't love that combo? If you want me to zero in on a specific helper and whip up a step-by-step guide with all the juicy details, just let me know in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any future tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy automating!